Hi students, welcome to our maths class. This is class 12 and I am going to discuss today inverse trigonometric function. Chapter number 2, ITF, inverse trigonometric function. Okay, so it is clear what is our topic, inverse trigonometric function. So what is inverse trigonometric function? You know trigonometric function, sine, cos, sine x, cos x, these are the trigonometric functions. So what is the inverse trigonometric function? Suppose sine x is equals to y, then x is equal to what? Sine inverse of y. So this is inverse trigonometric function, because if f from x to y, then f inverse is from y to x. That means if sine x, sine is the function from x to y, then sine inverse is the function from y to x. Clear? This is the inverse trigonometric function. So let us see some concept. The basic concept of inverse trigonometric function is that if you write y is equals to sine x, then x is nothing but sine inverse of y, and some result like sine inverse of sine x, this is x, cos inverse of cos x, this is x, but x must belongs to their ranges. This is the principal value branch. Okay, because we need to find here principal value. Okay, so principal value branch is what? Sine inverse always belongs to minus 1 to 1 and minus pi to pi, by 2 to pi by 2. If we find the sine inverse 1 by 2, supposed to be this is x, then sine x is what? 1 by 2. Then if sine x is equal to 1 by 2, then x must be pi by 6. Okay, 30 degree, no? Pi by 6. So see, is that x is equal to pi by 6 or not? This is clear from this. If that particular value of x belongs to this range, then we can say yes, x is equal to pi by 6. Clear? Okay. So let us see some questions and then we understand this. Okay. So first question is, find the principal value of sine inverse 1 by root 2. If we talk about the principal value, find the principal value of sine inverse 1 by root 2. Okay. Principal value, we need to find principal value. So supposed to be this is x. So sine x is what? 1 by root 2. Then you know very well sine x is sine pi by 4. So x is equal to pi by 4. Yes, this is the principal value. But this is the principal value only when this x is equal to pi by 4 must belongs to this range. That means minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So obviously pi by 4 belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Then we can say yes, this is the principal value. Clear? Maybe more than one principal value exists. Okay? But here only one principal value is exists. Clear? Similarly, if we find the principal value of cot inverse minus 1 by root 3. Cot inverse minus 1 by root 3. Okay. So I am just going to erase this principal value branch is given on your book, page number 40, last one. Okay. So I am just going to erase this one. You may understand this one. Sine inverse, principal value of sine inverse is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. If we talk about cos inverse, then it is 0 to pi, close interval. This is in cosec inverse, minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, but except 0. 0 to pi, but except pi by 2 for sec inverse. For tan inverse, it's again minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Cot inverse, it's again open interval 0 to pi. This you must have to learn. Okay? Because if you learn this, then only you are able to find the principal value. Okay, so see the question. Suppose we have given a question. Find the principal value of cot inverse. Find the principal value of cot inverse 1 by minus 1 by root 3. Okay. So for this, we suppose let, this is the method to solve. Let cot inverse minus 1 by root 3 is y. So cot y is minus 1 by root 3. So at which theta, at which angle the cot has the value minus 1 by root 3? So cot y is equal to cot of pi minus pi by 6. This is what? Minus tan what? Minus tan pi minus pi by 3. Okay? 3 pi. Okay. So cot y is equal to cot. This is what? Pi minus theta minus cot pi by 3. No? That's why it is simply 2 pi by 3. So y is equal to 2 pi by 3. And this must belongs to range of principal value branch. Cot inverse, yes, 0 to pi. Hence it is principal value of cot inverse minus 1 by root 3. Because this lies in the range, hence 2 pi by 3 is principal value for cot inverse by root 3. Okay, so note it down please. Okay, next one we see. In exercise 3.1, sorry 2.1, only you need to find the principal value. Okay, so exercise 2.1, find the principal value of following. So one by one we have to take. First one is, suppose question number 6, tan inverse of minus 1. Okay, tan inverse of minus 1. So let y is equals to tan inverse of minus 1. So tan y is equal to minus. So see where it is minus 1. So tan y, tan of pi minus pi by 4. Okay, because tan 180 minus theta minus tan theta, that is minus pi, tan pi by 4, and this is minus 1 only. So there is no change. But what we get here, tan of 4 pi minus pi, 3 pi by 4. So tan y is equal to tan 3 pi by 4. So y is equal to 3 pi by 4. Now we check, is this particular 3 pi by 4 value is belongs to their range or not. So check the range of tan inverse. This is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So obviously 3 pi by 4. Okay. And this does not belongs to, you can say, what? Principal value, that is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So this is not a principal value. So what is principal value? So again we check. Tan y is equal to, so we can write tan minus pi by 4. Yes, obviously. So y is equal to minus pi by 4, and this must belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Hence, this minus pi by 4 is the principal value. Okay. So note it down. Okay, I hope you are completed this one. Now next one. Question number 5. Cos inverse of minus 1 by 2. So let cos inverse minus 1 by 2 is equal to y. So cos y is equal to minus 1 by 2. Okay. So this is cos y, cos of pi minus pi by 3. See, this is minus cos pi by 3. Cos pi by 3 means cos 60. So minus cos 60. Minus cos 60 is minus 1 by 2. But what we get here? Cos y is equals to cos of 2 pi by 3. So y must be 2 pi by 3, and this belongs to range of this particular principal value branch 0 to pi. Hence we can say yes, this is the principal value of what? Cos inverse minus 1 by 2. So I hope this is clear. Note it down. Some more questions we have to discuss here. Okay. See question number 14. Optional question. Important one. Okay. If tan inverse root 3 minus sec inverse of minus 2 is equal to, there are options. So first of all, let this is y1, this is y2. So let y1 is equal to tan inverse root 3. So tan y1 is equal to root 3. So y1 is tan y1 is equal to tan of pi by 3. 60 degree पे होता है. So this is tan 60. So y1 is equal to pi by 6. Similarly, y2 is equal to, let y2 is equal to sec inverse of minus 2. So sec y2 is equal to minus 2. So sec y2 is equal to sec of, this is minus 2. Okay. So obviously pi minus pi by 3. Okay. So this is sec y2 sec 2 pi by 3. And see, this belongs to their principal value branch or not. So y2 is equal to 2 pi by 3. 2 pi by 3, yes. Sec 0 to pi, obviously pi by 2, except pi by 2, so 2 pi by 3 is the value. Now, principal value is nothing but y1 minus y2. So, y1 is pi by 3 minus 2 pi by 3. So, this is nothing but minus pi by 3. So, which one is the option? Yes, option B is correct. C, option B is correct. Minus pi by 3. Here I am going to write it minus pi by 3. Maybe y1 minus y2. y1 is pi by 6. Not pi by 3, no. Pi by 3 and y2 is 2 pi by 3. So the whole is y1 minus y2 because this is minus thing. Okay. So y1 minus y2. So this becomes minus pi by 3 and option B is correct. Okay. So let us note it down and I hope you understand this one and complete the exercise 2.1. This is your homework to complete the exercise 2.1 and whatever doubt I have to send by the PDF, and afterwards in next lecture we shall start properties of inverse trigonometric function. So thank you very much. Thank you.